Hey guys, welcome back to Small Talk, small conversations with huge impact. My name is Alec Cuenca, and before anything else, I would like to say that today is September 30, and September 30 is the World Podcast Day, which is why I'm up right now early in the day and trying to make a podcast for you guys. And yeah, so if you are a podcaster, then happy podcast day. And if you are a listener of the podcast, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Podcasting has changed my life in so many ways that you guys would not expect, and I did not expect it at all, but it has changed my life in so many ways and in a positive way. So if you are listening to the podcast, I want to extend my gratitude to you. I want to show my appreciation to you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And if this is your first time listening to the podcast, and I hope you go check out the other episodes because they have a lot of tools and techniques that can help you make better decisions for yourself and for the people around you. And if you're an avid listener of the podcast, and welcome back, I hope that you learned something today. I hope you enjoy this podcast episode because today is a really exciting episode that I'm really excited to share about. And I feel like this rule of success is something that is not usually or not commonly talked about. But I really believe that the importance that this rule of success brings is really, really huge for your success. So today we are going to talk about mastermind. Now, what is a mastermind? So what is a mastermind? A mastermind is a group of people which consists of two or more people who work in perfect harmony for the attainment of a definite purpose. And this is something defined by Napoleon Hill. And I really love this definition because I couldn't put in a better way to describe what a mastermind is. Like, if you look at the most successful people, you probably know that they have not reached their success by themselves. They took upon themselves to take the initiative to start the path for their success. But what got them there are the people who helped them get there. There is no single human in history that has achieved great success, great power in the success, in whatever they define success in, by themselves. They always had their own mastermind. And I love this definition of mastermind, wherein it doesn't need to be a huge group. Like, right? We think that mastermind are something. When you go online, you search for a mastermind, some people actually define it as a group of 4 to 6 people or to 8 people. Some people even start their own masterminds for when there are 30 people. But I really believe that masterminds can even be as simple as 2 people, right? So what does this mastermind mean? In simpler terms, your mastermind are the people who you surround yourself in line to reaching your goals. This can be your coach, your mentor, your mother, your friend, your girlfriend, your wife, anybody that has the same purpose, that is looking towards the same purpose and helping you get to that purpose. That is the mastermind. And I want you to ask yourself right now. You might not be aware of these existing masterminds that you have, but there are a lot of masterminds in your life. If you feel that you're in a position that you have not reached a certain point of success, then maybe it's because the group of people that you surround yourself with are limiting your success, are limiting your progress. I heard a quote that says, your net worth is equal to your network. And I really love that quote. When we understand that our net worth is equal to our network, we can see the value and importance of who we surround ourselves with. And I'm going to talk about 2 reasons why you should be consciously choosing who you surround yourself with. Or in other words, who is in part of your mastermind. Because masterminds are the secret in achieving great power. It's like when you have, imagine our brains. Our brains are like batteries. Who do you think will produce more energy? A single battery, or a group of batteries? Identically, they have, a single battery has a lot of cells, but a group of batteries have more cells. And when we have more cells, we can produce more energy. And that's similar with our brains. If we find people that can give us energy to help us reach that purpose, that progress that we are seeking, then it becomes a lot easier. Another quote that I read about this is that if you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, go with other people. It's an African proverb, but what I really loved about that is that a lot of people think that they can go really far by themselves, but it can actually take you so far. You will need the help of a lot of people. And it's important for you now to choose consciously who you spend your time with, who is your mastermind. Create your mastermind so that your success will be much easier. And there are 2 reasons why I want you to create your mastermind. Number 1 is the power of proximity. This is the reason why I want you to create your mastermind. It's because of the power of proximity. And the power of proximity, if we could put it into simpler terms, or in a layman's term, Jim Rohn said that you are the average of the 5 people you spend time with. And that's the power of proximity. Who you surround yourself with, it's who you will become. Like if you hang out with 5 people who are smoking, you'll probably be the 6th person who'll smoke. If you hang out with 5 people who go to the gym regularly, you will be the 6th person who will go to the gym. Any habit, because there is I couldn't find the proper research for this, but there is a study that says that our brains are meant to evolve as tribes. We try to fit in by adapting what's happening in our environment. So if we see that these people are doing these stuff, our brains will automatically register that we have to do this. And that's why I think peer pressure is really a strong factor in your life, because our brains are genetically made to adapt to your environment. I remember a story that I read that there was this Marine or U.S. Army who went to Afghanistan, who went to the war. And at the war, they were so addicted to heroin because with all the shit that they're trying to go through, they felt like heroin was the way to cope up with it. And there was this one person who never tried heroin, but since everybody in the camp was doing heroin, he tried to do it. So he did it. And then he became addicted to it. So every single day in the remaining days in that war in Afghanistan, he was doing heroin. He was addicted to it. But one funny thing happened when he got back to his home, to his hometown. It was like nothing happened. He didn't crave for, of course, he craved, but he didn't do heroin again because the environment changed. There were no people around him to give him the cues to do heroin. And this is one of the benefits or the concepts. This is the concept of the power of proximity. If you surround yourself with the right environment, with the right people, if you put yourself in the right environment, and I really believe that changing a person's life outcomes starts with their environment. You can't always rely on your will or your force to try to change your habits as much as you can. If you don't have the right environment, your habit changing will all fall down. So if you want to be successful, you got to look at what's your environment. Ask yourself, who are the 5 people that I spend most time with? Because you are the average of the 5 people you spend time with. So ask yourself right now, do I really need this person in my life? Does this person help me in reaching my goals, to reach my purpose? Or does he slow me down? Does he limit me? Does he gives me negative peer pressure? Right? Peer pressure is not bad, as long as you are getting pressured to jumpstart or at least make a progress in the attainment of your success. Peer pressure is not bad. Always remember that. But you got to surround yourself with the right people who will pressure you in the right path. Everyone, right? And it's not like in person. Of course, person face-to-face contact really applies to that. But it's also something that you follow or you consume on social media. Like, what do you consume? Do you consume content that are slowing you down, that are not aligned with your goals? Are you consuming content that gives you positive vibes, gets you motivated, gets you inspired? What are the 5 major content that you are consuming? And are those helping you? Because I really believe that that's also in line with the power of proximity. So I want you to ask yourself, who do you surround yourself with? What do you surround yourself with? Are you surrounding yourself with positive content or negative content? The power of proximity is really, really powerful. So that's the first reason why you should start your own mastermind, or why you should be conscious enough to create your own mastermind. The power of proximity. The second reason why mastermind is important is because masterminds allow you to have an accountability partner. And having an accountability partner raises your chances of success. Because you will need someone to look out for you, to make sure that you are doing the shit that you need to do, and will call you out if he or she feels like you're just BSing your way through your success. If your actions are not aligned with the words or your intentions, you need someone to call you out for that. You need someone to give you tough love when it's needed. You need someone to slap you at the back of your head to make you realize things that you're not realizing. You need someone to kick you in the ass, to remind you to work your butt off, to not just sit on your couch, not just sit on your bed and just do nothing. You need to have someone that will call you out and that will push you to become a better version of yourself. And having an accountability partner raises your chances of success, because When we rely our accountability on ourselves, of course, it's important to be accountable for every single thing that we do. But science shows that if we have an accountability partner, the chances of success raises by 65%. Just by telling someone that you were going to do this, I want you to be accountable for it. I want you to hold me accountable for it. I want you to call me out. When you have someone that will look out for your progress, chances are you will do it more than if you don't have an accountability partner. And having that extra motivation that I need to do this because I just said I will do it. Now because I really believe that as human beings, we like to justify ourselves. We like to take care of our pride. When pride is tied with our actions, we don't want to lose our pride. We don't want to be humiliated by not doing the things that we're supposed to do. If pride is a part of the equation, you will do everything to take care of it. We've all seen it. We know someone that when pride is in the equation, he just won't give up. Because he said it. He said he'll do that, and even though he don't want to do it, even though he doesn't want to do it, he will still do it. That's because pride is in the equation. And I want you to use that in your advantage. Add pride in your formula of success. And one way you can do that is telling that to someone, telling your goals to someone or to a small group of people. I really suggest that when you're trying to create your mastermind, you look for people who you know that will hold you accountable, that will give you who will give you brutally honest feedback. You got to look out for people who will call you out for your BS. And you can talk to them and say, hey, I need to lose 5 kilos at the end of the year. Now you have a goal. And once you said that, you will now have the motivation to prove yourself because you have pride in it. And I don't want you to go out and tweet it or post it. This is your goal. This is your that. You can attract them. Law of attraction always works. But if you announce it to the world, you don't feel like you have an accountability partner. It's not having an accountability partner. It's just throwing words and it will disappear into thin air. I want you to go talk to your closest friends. Go talk to your accountability partner. Go talk to your mastermind and tell them your goals. And ask them to hold you accountable every single time. Talk to them. Ask them if they could review your progress every single week. And this is very important. Masterminds must be something that is present at least twice a month. Like you need to talk every single week if possible. If not, maybe 2 times a month. But you need to have that consistent review, consistent calling out, consistent being accountable for each other. And if he or she is holding you accountable for your actions, then you can do the same for him or her. In that way, you are now pushing each other to become better versions of yourselves. And there is no bad thing that can come out of it. So that's the second reason why you need a mastermind. You need to have an accountability partner, right? And you might be thinking, na, Alec, it's kind of hard to create a mastermind, especially in this era, in this time where COVID is happening. And I really understand it's really hard for you to go out and try to meet people face to face and create your own mastermind. But with the technology that we have, the school, we can now create our own masterminds in our own houses, in our just sitting by our houses. What's important is you try to talk to people who have reached a certain point of success that you're trying to reach, or who can give you a new perspective, a new mindset that will help you in attaining your purpose and your success. Which is why, I've been thinking a lot about this for a very long time. And a good friend of mine actually suggested it. So if you're listening to the podcast, I'm also announcing that I will be opening myself to one-on-one coachings. And it's still in a beta program, so it's not as so the fees will probably not be as much as high as I wanted to, because I just wanted to try if I could really help people out. So if you're interested in that, if you're interested in the one-on-one coachings, DM me the word mastermind, and I will try to fill you in the details of the coaching program. But yeah, this is something that I've been thinking about for a very long time, and I am constantly asking for mentors as well. I'm not a perfect guy. I'm not the best in what I do, but I have certain wisdom and knowledge that I know that you can use, and I will dedicate my time and my effort and my energy to try to use these tools to help you reach your goals. So if you want to be a part of that coaching program, then DM me the word mastermind. But if you don't have, a mentor, I really believe that if you want to put yourself in the next level of success, you need to have a mentor. And you need to have a mentor that you will pay. Because if it's free, we won't have that, the second thing, people don't want to lose their pride. And the second thing that people don't want to lose is their money. If pride is involved, they will do everything to ensure that they are successful. And if money is involved, then they will do anything. They will do everything to make sure that they get their money's worth. Right? So, if you want to, so I really recommend paying for someone who can guide you, who can be a part of your mastermind, who can help you, who will mentor you, who will try to give you perspective that you don't have. Because if you have pride in it and you have money in it, chances are you will be forced to do the things that you have to do. So, I guess that's it for this episode. I've been talking for 30 minutes now. But, I want to leave you guys with the main point of the mastermind. I really believe that who you spend time with, that's who you become. The people you spend time with, that's who you become. And if you don't remember anything that I've said here, I just want you to remember that you are the average of the 5 people that you spend time with. So find your mastermind, create that group of people that will work in perfect harmony for the attainment of your purpose. I hope that this helps you. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. I hope that you learned something from this episode. If you do, then please go share this on your social media accounts, and do not forget to tag me at Small Talk Podcast. And again, if you're interested on the one-on-one coaching program that I will conduct, DM me the word mastermind, and I will probably start the coaching program mid-October. So make sure that you watch out for that if you're interested. And if not, just keep on sharing the podcast. Today is the World Podcasters Day, so greet your favorite podcasters as well. It means a lot to them. So again, thank you so much, guys, for listening. Love you guys. Talk to you guys tomorrow. I said guys too much, didn't I? Anyways, bye-bye. Stay safe.